All right, back on the road I am at CPAC 2024. Steve Gruber with you here, being driven like a rented mule by Ivy and Sarah, quite frankly, here at the Gaylord National Resort for CPAC 2024. Donald Trump will be the guest speaker here come Saturday. I think he's supposed to speak at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I want to start with this, though. I want to start with the fact that, I've been down at the border, and I've been a little bit under the weather. And boy, have I gotten the response from you folks out there. I do appreciate it. And I've gotten more recommendations for remedies and preparations and medications, and I do appreciate it. I do feel better. And maybe at some point I'll tell you the secret formula that dialed it all in for me. No, a lot going on today. Let's start with the fact that in Georgia, the Fannie Willis case is front and center. Fannie Willis, of course, and Nathan Wade carried on with some sort of a intimate relationship. Fannie Willis being the chief prosecutor for Fulton County, Nathan Wade, her romantic partner, getting the lead job to prosecute Donald Trump for an alleged election interference case. Well, of course, that's all suspect now, as well it should be. And that judge is in a very unenviable position because, look, he's in a situation where he's going to be forced to decide whether or not Fannie Willis can be disqualified from the case. Now, let's set it aside pretty clearly from what we've heard. Fannie Willis is not a reputable prosecutor. She is somebody who clearly has used her position and her power to, to influence this case, to exert her pressure. And when she was on the stand, boy, was she an embarrassment to what was happening there. So even if she gets disqualified, what I'm getting at is this. It does not let Donald Trump out the door. Another prosecutor could be brought in. It does terribly taint the case, which, look, we know this. We're seeing something in America today we've not seen before, and that is this. We're seeing one political party weaponize different parts of the government, whether it's the Department of Justice or the FBI, or in this case, Georgia state government, to go after the leading candidate of the opposition party. It's absolutely unheard of. It's unprecedented, as they say. And it is something that should not stand. We'll see what happens. Now, the arguments for Judge Scott McAfee began on February the 26th. Look, the argument centered on whether Bradley's testimony would violate attorney-client privilege, since he was Wade's divorce lawyer at the time. A lot of different things going back and forth about what can be on the record here. What is said behind closed doors in the upcoming hearing could change that. The judge is likely to determine whether Bradley's answers actually break attorney-client privilege, how much weight can be given to the testimony that ends up being admissible here. So it's all in play here. And remember, folks, that we were told that the Georgia case is the most solid case against Donald Trump. Like this was the big case. This was the linchpin case. A final hearing is expected, during which the state and defense would summarize the evidence, present final arguments on the issue. Multiple sources saying that they're scheduled for sometime next week. Exact date still being finalized.